that you made it back alive from Black Mesa. I'm impressed that you made it back alive from Black Mesa.
to City 17. You have chosen, or been chosen, to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here. In the Citadel, so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home, and so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
You only have to look at where this all started. Black Mesa. You only have to look at where this all started. Black Mesa.
This is Sergeant Mitchell. Do you copy?
This is Bravo Team. We can't recall that clear, Sergeant. What is your situation?
We lost Team Charlie. This is Sergeant Mitchell. Do you copy?
This is Bravo Team. We can't recall that clear, Sergeant. What is your situation?
We lost Team Charlie. They wiped out everyone.
Sergeant Flesh, or rather, Mitchell. I do have to Flesh. I'm impressed that you made it alive from even if it wasn't our Mitchell to begin with. Yet you are still Black Mesa. You should have just there, but here you are. You've proven yourself Black Mesa. But even this does not impress me as much as the words you speak. Come. Is that right? Sergeant Flesh. Well, you see, Mr. Freeman, we cannot let you kill Dr. Mitchell yet. They authorize me to offer you a deal. You will be rewarded with authority, power, and the only payment we ask when the time comes. Keep your Mr. Flesh. In the meantime, this is where I come.
What do you think Berkan's doing now? Listen, that's great. I just really don't care. What do you think Berkan's doing now? No! Does anybody see him? What do you think Berkan's doing now?
I need help!
And this is all over. I don't know if the war's ever gonna end.
Mr. Flesh, at last. You've done a great con in a small time.
Cut. You liar. You used me.
Let me correct you, Mr. Flesh. We used Freeman. Your services were so very useful, and we had a good return for our Freeman. Is that right?
You lied to me. You said I was going to. You said I was going to. You just let my men die. You did all of this. You bastard.
Well, technically, we were not the one who'd been lying. We asked you to, Mr. Freeman. We never guaranteed that you would. But liar? No. If there was a liar, it was the Freeman.
You made him me.
Yet again, Mr. Flesh. He never. You simply cannot someone if you were never on the in the first place.
What are you talking about?
If you are looking for the Freeman, you only have to look at where this all started.
All this time, the man I was looking for was Gordon Freeman. So, what now?
Now, since Mitchell is dead, the con will be looking for you and come for you.
You fucked up my fate. You have my permission to die.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! There's fire! Hoorah! Let me introduce myself, son. I'm Hoorah, but you can call me Hoorah. Hoorah!
I met some of your men, Nick and Brad, at the hospital. They said you have a plan to get out of the city?
That's right. We do have a plan. Hoorah!
Those aliens are everywhere.
That's where you're wrong, kiddo. This picture came from our contact, Captain Roosevelt. It was taken in California.
My mother's dead?
You might die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
My mother's dead?
Good.
What's up, guys? It's Quandale Dingle here. I have been arrested for multiple crimes, including battery on a police officer, grand theft, declaring war on Italy, and public indecency. I will be escaping prison on March 28th. After that, I will take over the world. Quandale Dingle here. My cousin Henry Bartholomew Dinglenut got arrested for putting a TNT in a daycare center. I put a camera in Joe Biden's bathroom and watched him take a poop. My Asian brother Quan Ling Ling Dingle put illegal substances in my ramen and I died. Hey fellas, it's Quandale Dingle here. I put perks in Vladimir Putin's drink and he went to bed for a really long time. I trapped my autistic son's hand in an air fryer. I dumped boiling water on a prison guard's head.
I never voted for this guy.
My butt during Ramadan. I thought it would be funny to put
Oh, Colonel, we're so fucked.
Spit it out, Corporal!
The aliens are coming.
My mother's dead?
Oh, Colonel, we're so fucked.
It's said.
Goodbye, old friend.
Jury 2, unit down at slot 7.
Pressure use key. Jump, soldier. Proud soldier. Prone soldier. Jump, soldier. Jump, soldier.
The Black Mesa level is pretty tragic. If you opened it up in the level editor, you can see that it was supposed to be much larger. There's vents everywhere, you can bypass certain areas with vents. There was a helicopter outside, and then there was more hallways after the cutscene. There are also images on Imgur that show there was another actual blocked out Black Mesa level that was way more different. It wasn't just a couple hallways. You actually had to clear obstacles like fires and locked doors and stuff like that. Hospital 1 is another tragic example of super late design choices by Berkan. This was the original level that was supposed to be in Hunting Down the Freeman, but was cut for unknown reasons. This is the first personal casualty of Berkan's lack of planning. This was not the original downtown level. The first one was much larger and much more interactive level. You also met Adam on it. I don't know why it was cut, but it did fit the real-life location it was supposed to emulate a little bit better than the current one. I don't really like this section of gameplay, but I don't have any idea what to replace it with, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. This is another level that got replaced. The original level was a large train station with shops and other stuff inside of it. It had a clock tower puzzle that you needed to solve. In order to progress, you had to find all the gears, put them in the clock tower mechanism, and then set it to the correct time. And then the gates down below would open.
Random exposition shit and stuff, lol. I don't know. Go kill Freeman or something. Now get out of here.
You found me. You finally hunted me down. Well, what now? While you've been sitting around trying to hunt me, I have been out saving the world and stuff. Have you done anything to Combine Outbreak yet? Didn't think so. Time to die.
I could have bought hot dog instead of this. Add sex. This game enlightened me on an entirely new journey of life. I saw a new me, a new hunt. I hunt down the Freeman. You know how people say they went through a near-death experience? Well, the experience I went through was similar. I call it the Hunt Down the Freeman experience, HDTFE for short. I went through some of my darkest times of my life and simply playing this game uplifted me. I am Hunt. I am a Freeman. Hunt Down the Freeman, get it now? Hunt Down the Freeman is a bad game. There is a new build being worked on by some cool devs that offers actual fun gameplay with nice levels, however, that being the OWF-Build. It shows promise. The OWF-Build seems to be in pretty early development but is frequently updated and there's already fun to be had with it. I bought this as a joke cause it was bad, but when I was playing the Arctic in the OWF-Build I was pleasantly surprised with the fun I was having. It was nice. That being said, you may be asking, should I buy this game now? If you're sane, no. Wait for the OWF-Build to be finished and see if it's something you'd like. If you're like me then yeah, buy this thing on sale, It's a steal if you wanna laugh at some bad stuff. I couldn't find the Freeman. Edit, I found the Freeman, you just have to. This game came to me in a vision. A dream. A nightmare. The G-Man was hovering over me repeating the words black mesa. I woke up in a cold sweat and rushed to take the last of my rent money and spend it on this game and was immediately greeted with an experience I can only describe as ethereal. I felt nothing but sympathy for those who had not heard of this game or experienced its treasures. This game saved my marriage, my kids, and ultimately my soul. It made me laugh, cry a little bit, cry some more, and thoroughly enjoy my time while playing. My favorite part was where I had to no-clip to the end of the missions because loading zones wouldn't trigger. 0 out of 10. Can't believe I spent $12 on this piece of shit. You fucked up my face, shake my head. This game is pretty bad, but my cat was sleeping next to me when I played it, so it's fine.
I just don't understand why it's such an important thing.
The captain needs to see it.
The captain needs to see what? What the fuck?
Do you recognize it?
Where did you find this?
One of our guys, Kane, found this in the middle of the water. He was trying to hide it, but we caught him.
My mother's dead. Captain, isn't this... My mother's dead.
Everybody get out. Get out! Everybody get out. Get out! Everybody get out. Everybody get out. Get out! I said get out!
We meet again at last.
Get out!
Authority, power, and come. We have kept our promise, Mr. Flesh. We gave you all the treasure you could possibly ask for. Let me recall again, Captain. Whatever it takes, whoever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, whoever it takes. It takes. That was the deal. We need you to Dr. Freeman.
I don't want it!
Sadly, I have to inform you, it's not that easy coming due.
Or else?
Then I have no option but to let you get in a battle that you have no chance of winning.
My mother's dead?
You fucked up my face.
Wait, 7. Unit deserviced. Remaining unit contained. Unit down at slot 0. Unit down at slot 0.
Mitchell Shepard is no doubt the greatest video game protagonist written in the history of humankind. The sheer utter brilliance that goes into his dialogues, design and story is outstanding. The Shakespearean tale of Mitchell is one of heartbreak and sadness. I would say that his story is like Romeo and Juliet, where both Romeo and Juliet are Mitchell, and instead of dying he lives at the end. There is a certain melancholy in each line he speaks and the way he acts. Famous characters like Big Boss, Geralt of Rivia, and Hello Kitty were inspired by Mitchell Shepard. His character technically laid the foundation for all characters that we've seen in video games since 1982. The original Pac-Man's creator, Toru Iwatani, even said in a 1987 interview that Mitchell Shepard's intense hunger for chili dogs was the main inspiration behind Pac-Man's whole gameplay philosophy. In terms of design, the developers used an AI that ran for 500 years and showed what a perfect man looks like. That perfection was Mitchell Shepard. The design is absolutely amazing. Ever since the game came out in 1776, no other game developer or artist has been able to top this design. The sheer brilliance of him having not one but 4 distinct scars is outstanding. 4, like in the Taoist religion, it says that there are 4 symbols of I Ching. These 4 symbols are said to be 4 mythological creatures or guardians set to guard the universe. This concept is almost 5,000 years old, but what they got wrong is that the 4 symbols are actually Mitchell Shepard. That's how awesome he is. If I ever wanted to get murdered, I want the killer to be Mitchell Shepard so I can feel his angelic hands as they caress my lifeless body under the bridge. When I die, I don't want the heavenly angels to take me to the heavenly gates. I want Mitchell Shepard to take me there. I want to feel his heart pound as I lay softly in his bosom. When I reach heaven, I don't want St. Peter, but I want Mitchell Shepard there to welcome me. That's how awesome Mitchell Shepard is. He's so awesome that Gabe Newell was inspired by Mitchell Shepard and created his own similar character for some game called Half-Life. I love Mitchell Shepard and I want you to love him too. Otherwise, Mitchell Shepard will be waiting under your bed tonight, ready to take you in the fiery depths of hell. Adam's character takes his inspiration from the tale of Lucifer and how he was cast out of hell. In the game, he acts like a friend to Mitchell but is actually a very evil person. It's similar to the tale of how Satan fucked over Adam and Eve by acting like their friend. The thing about Adam's character is that his forehead is very big. You see, you need to have a forehead this big so someone can land a Boeing 757 on it. There's a cut scene in The Hunt Down the Freeman Beta where Mitchell actually fries 2 eggs on top of Adam's forehead. It was absolutely beautiful and it was an emotional scene. I cried. Adam, or Shakalaka Boom Boom, as he was originally known in the beta, is a very complicated character. He has many layers, like an onion. If I had the choice, I would slice him up and make French soup, but I can't. I don't own a stove. I did a 12 years long research on Adam's character and found out that he is actually the greatest antagonist ever written in a video game. You see, Adam was the first villain ever made for any sort of media. Before Before his existence, people used to carve drawings on stones and rocks, but after he was invented by Snoop Dogg in the year 1244, that's when villains started to appear in novels and podcasts. His Shakespearean attributes are the key to hunt down the Freeman's whole storyline. Without Adam, I believe this game wouldn't have been as awesome as it is now. He is the yin to Mitchell's yang. He is the Coke to Mitchell's Pepsi. With an absolutely amazing protagonist like Mitchell, we needed an antagonist like Adam to fill the gap. Nick or Nick Jonas was originally going to be a part of a band in the game called the Jonas Brothers. Midway through development, the whole rock band story arc didn't work out, so they made Nick a different character. You see, Nick is actually an amazingly written character. For example, during the start of the game, he has hair, but later on, he's bald. I mean, that is sheer genius. I honestly don't remember what Nick specifically does, but he's there, I guess. Colonel Q's face makes me feel butterflies in my stomach. He is so cute and I wish I could kiss him, baka. Colonel Q's alright, I guess. His mustache, however, is very well done. Did you know it took a combination of 5,000 RTX 490s to render his mustache in the cutscenes? Apart from that, they had to utilize power from the whole state of Ohio. The Colonel's mustache is sheer genius. You see, mustaches are like an indication of power, and he's the only character in the whole game that has a mustache, meaning he holds secret powers that were never revealed to the players, and in a later level that was cut, the mustache was supposed to grow since the game had real-time mustache growing technology. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't even remember who Larry is. I think he's the soldier guy who says some stupid shit, but I don't know. Captain Roosevelt was basically inspired by me. The only difference is that his character doesn't do crack and isn't wanted in 6 different countries. The captain mutters utter garbage and I had no idea what he was saying. Thankfully, he dies shortly after appearing, so that was a blessing. You see, Captain Roosevelt originally started off as a character called Captain Goosenbelt. It was basically a duck that wore a karate belt. I think removing this character was a big mistake. Mallards are very amazing animals who can stay awake for Okay, I don't know where I'm going with this, fuck it. Boris, or not Dr. Breen, is a guy who makes children. I know, I'm confused as you are. I mean, I don't know how he pulled it off, but he did it. He made clone kids. Later, he becomes the assistant administrator of City 17. The problem is, Dr. Breen was asking too much money to appear in the game, so they hired this homeless guy and made him play the role. Sasha is Boris's daughter. Amazingly, she's the only female character in the whole game. Sheesh. Talk about being in a room full of hot dogs. Lamau.